tip my hat to Clay Helton and Southern Cal. They got it done today and beat us. And we definitely left a few things out there that was our fault too. But our guys will rebound and we'll keep improving. We got a lot of season left, and we got a big homecoming game against Arizona State Saturday that I know our kids are excited about, and I know our fans are too. So I'll take any questions at this time.
Mike, ultimately, does this come down to you guys getting 4 turnovers and only turning one of them into points?
Yeah, well, they played really well on defense against us. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot. We didn't play our typical Colorado football. We didn't play fast and tough all the time. We didn't get into a rhythm like we'd like. They had a lot to do with that, and then we had a lot to do with it. So it was a combination there. We had our opportunities to go take the game, and we didn't do it.
What do you feel like they did on their part to slow you down?
They did a good job of blitzing us some. We missed a few things here and there. We helped them out a little bit. They did a good job at the beginning of the game of tipping a few passes, and sometimes that's lucky. Sometimes you block them and they're able to jump and get it. But I thought overall, they played well. Their secondary played well, and didn't really let us have a big play like we've been getting as many big plays as we have been getting.
Mike, you talked about uncharacteristic things in the first half. You get down to about the 30-yard line, and then a couple back-to-back.
Yeah, we had a couple. We had jumped off sides. We flinched the ball. We looked to the wrong side. Just a couple things like that. You do that in scoring areas that really shoots you in the foot. We'll correct those things. Those kids will, and our coaches will, and we'll get back out there and ready to go. I will say this: our kids, our young men, kept fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting, and we had an opportunity to win the game and didn't get it done.
Stephen called this a humbling experience, and for your team, do you feel like this is something that obviously you want to win? Is this something that can make you guys better though?
Well, I think we're a good team, and I think they're a good team, and we're very disappointed we didn't win. I do think we kept improving. We kept fighting with them. We just got to keep pushing, and we'll go back and look at the film and regroup, and then go get after ASU Saturday.
How do you think you guys matched up man for man on the line specifically?
Well, I thought coming in that we were matched up pretty well against them. I thought in the first half I thought in the first half they pushed us around a little bit, but then I think we gathered our momentum and saw what they were trying to do to us. And I thought that we ended up doing a good job, not as well as we have been, and it gave us an opportunities to make some plays there in the second half, which we started making. And then I think our defensive line started doing a decent job. Their receivers made some big plays today on us, so our secondary didn't play quite as well as they had been playing, but they also have some good players, and we also have some good players. They made a couple spectacular plays that we tip it or they don't come down with it. It's a different game.
Mike, can you take us through the Bobo passes? It seemed like that combined with the quick succession of turnovers your defense was given, that kind of area in the game sort of started to change things.
Yeah, it changed the game. We had the momentum going. We had worked on that pass for a while, and it set up good for us and what we wanted. And as you can tell, it worked really well. And then we just weren't clicking on offense as well as we liked, but USC had something to do that, and what we did too. So we'll look at it and we'll improve and go back to the drawing board and come back out and fight hard next Saturday.
You guys think the film was that just a matter of how well your defense had been playing in the second half compared to?
Well, it was such a long yardage. We were, I think, 4th and 6 or 7. They don't get it there, and they end up keeping the ball anyway. So we felt like if we could get that, then you get down, your next score is a touchdown. Felt like we could hold them and do that. If we go for it there and we don't get it, you go, why didn't you kick a field goal? So I felt like it was such a long. Now if it had been 4th and 1, 4th and 2, I think it would have been a different story on that.
Was that defensively? I thought you guys played mostly pretty well, but was that one a tough one that your defense couldn't get that stop there at the end to get the ball back?
Definitely. We expect our guys to get that stop. He didn't play tight enough coverage on a couple of them, and we got to do a better job of us coaching that in that situation. You have to tighten your coverage up. We work on it on 4-minute all the time, but we didn't get it across to our kids well enough. So I fought myself for that. Then the last play, we're pressing them and doing it. And the guy just makes a good throw, good catch, and our guy falls off on him. It they catch it, it's a first down. I mean, he's got a grew up on him tight. They made a good play. I was kind of glad they tried to throw it, to be honest with you, because then that would have stopped the clock, and we didn't have any timeouts left. We had one. Excuse me, we did have one timeout left, and so that would have helped us right there because they couldn't run the clock down on fourth down.
On the drive where they scored to go ahead with the huge pass play was basically just went up. It looked like you guys had good.
I thought if Kello had it picked, it was right in front of us. Said we're going to pick this thing, or at least it's going to fall down, and then he goes over and pulls it out of his hands, and that was a great play by their receiver. When the kid threw it, I said, I'm glad he threw it. I think we got us another pick. I mean, I'm saying that, and then all of a sudden, what a great play. He just came down the ball.
Obviously, Cepho was healthy enough to play if needed.
Right.
Can you talk about the decision to start Steven?
Still was not able to really run like we wanted him to run. So we felt like our best opportunity was Steven. If Steven went down, we were going to have to play. We felt Cepho could do some things. I mean, as you saw, he did. When Steven was ready, again, we knew we were going to have to be able to run the quarterback some. So we felt like that was our best opportunity to be successful. And we'll see how if Cepho was able to run better this week.
With the offense sputtering throughout the first half, was there ever a thought of going to Cepho for a spark?
No, because he still wasn't 100% to be able to run on that. As you can see, they were blitzing us all the time. And he went in, I think they would have blitzed us every snap trying to see how well he can move. So our whole, after Friday, talking to him and Steven was, if Steven went down, we were going to play Cepho and see what we could do, and we weren't going to be able to run it as much. But now, hopefully, after another week, next week he'll be 100% ready to do all he can do.
Obviously, it's in the loss, but can you talk about Bryce Bobo and his performance today?
Yeah, Bryce has been playing well every week. Made a lot of big plays. He was saying all week, the last couple of weeks, we're going to run that pass. He said he's the new Michael Vick, because he's a left-handed thrower. But he threw it out there well, and that was a big play for us.
One last question for Coach. Don't you get the sense that like the big house, Odson, Coliseum, the team just seems unfazed by playing in these big environments?
Yeah, I don't think they're phased at all. And they're very disappointed. We're disappointed when we left Michigan. We're disappointed today when we leave here. Somehow, some way, we got to get that USC. We're 0-11. We're 0 for right now. Somehow we got to get that off our back, and we'll do it eventually. So thought we had an opportunity to do it today, especially when the fourth quarter started, and here we went, but we didn't get it done.
Thank you, Coach.